hello. Hi. If anyone's there. Hi, Mum. I don't think my mum's watching this. Sorry, I'm just changing the sound. I was gonna have no music tonight because we discussed it last time I streamed and people were sick of the stream beats. I'm sick of the stream beats. But I thought I could listen to my own music, but then I was worried because my microphone picks it up. Let me just play some and see if you can hear it through the microphone. And nothing's playing. Okay, something's playing. Can anyone hear that? Hi everyone. Hi Lauren. Hi Seta. Hi Artie. Can anyone hear the music if I just be quiet? It says the Rode microphone is picking it up, my microphone here on the side, but I don't think you would hear it. No music. Okay, cool. I'm just gonna I can't hear it. Okay, cool. I'm gonna put something on that I want to listen to. And then hopefully we don't get I mean, it doesn't matter. I don't put my streams on as monetized anyway, so it shouldn't really matter. I just don't want to get like in trouble, like copyright striked. But also at the same time, I can't just sit here in silence, like I will go crazy. So I'm gonna put music on really quietly in the background, like you can't even hear it. And then you guys can put music on if you want to in the background too. Then everyone can listen to their own music. What do you guys think? Sound good? Hi Liz. I hear no music. No problem. You're not. That's perfect. How's everyone tonight? My hair's a bit crazy. I tried to put it up. I got it cut like last week before I went to the wedding, and it's like too short to cut up, bits fall out. So I've kind of like tried to pin it, but I also washed it this morning. So I was on full mushroom mode, like full triangle like this. So yeah, I don't know if it looks a bit weird. I feel a bit weird. I feel a bit weird. How's everyone else feeling? Is everyone else feeling weird? Okay, let's get started. We're gonna draw some birds tonight. We're gonna draw some chickens. And I haven't actually even looked at the chicken, so I'm just hiding. I mean, I'm not hiding it very well. I've done some sketches for the next 2 days in my sketchbook just to get ahead. And I don't want to spoil it for you guys. All right, cool. I'm just zooming out a little bit. Yeah, guys, let me know what you're listening to music-wise, if you're listening to music in the background. B, are you drawing along with me? And if you are you drawing chickens? And C, how you doing? How you doing tonight? Let's look at okay, so just in case you're just popping in randomly, I mean, you've never been to one of my streams before. Hi, I'm April. Nice to meet you. And we're doing birds tonight for Birbfest, which is over on Instagram. It's a live stream. Do I have my lip on? My lips are really dry. I may try to draw chickens. Yes, Liz, draw the chickens. They're really weird chickens tonight, actually. I'm sorry if that offends you, if one of your family members or close friends are a Polish chicken. They're weird. They're cute though. They are cute in a weird way. I forgot what I was saying. Oh yes, we're doing Birbfest. It's a challenge over on Instagram. We draw a bird every day. Today's bird is the Polish chicken. Okay, so I was actually thinking, like, is the chicken gonna be in this book? I don't know. This book is all the birds of the world. Is the chicken gonna be in there? Is the chicken a bird? I don't know. Is it poultry? Does it count as a bird? It's a fowl, right? I think it's a fowl. We'll see. It had pheasants in here and things. So we're gonna go to the back and look for Polish. LMNOP. Should we want to take bets if it's going to be in here or not? I just don't think a chicken's going to be in here. I don't know why. I would love it if a chicken was in here. I just don't think it will be. P-O-L. Okay, well, it's not under Polish so far. Pollen. Okay, it's not under Polish. So we're looking under chicken. I don't think it's going to be in here, guys. Hen. The bird and the cover looks similar, maybe. I think that's maybe an eagle. I think it's an eagle. Alright. Chicken. C-H-I-C. Because there's so many. Chick. No. Chickadee. And that's it. Okay, so I couldn't see the chicken in here. I don't think it's going to be in here, guys. Like, I'm sorry. I'm not the one who makes the rules up. I just follow them. And if we just skim through quickly, just make sure we haven't missed it. Okay. No, it's not in there, guys. I'm sorry. When we did the Birbfest list, I don't know if you put chicken in. I think Birdie must have chosen chicken. Because I wouldn't have chosen this bird. I don't know why I love chickens. I just wouldn't have chosen this one. As too complicated for me. I like the simple birds. I like my finches and my tits and my blackbirds. Not crazy. I mean, Birdie I think put in most of the tropical birds. I'm not very like, you know, I like simple things. But yeah, this is the Polish chicken. So when we were doing the list, someone commented like right at the start of the challenge on the list, chickens, why no chickens? Chickens are birds too. To which I replied, we have a Polish chicken. But I mean, look, we just looked at all the Birds of the World book and there was not chicken in there. So are birds chickens? I don't know. Let's Google it. We gotta find this out, guys. Are birds chickens? No, that's wrong. Are chickens birds? Here we go. Let's see what Google says. The chicken is a domesticated species. No, no one cares about that. How many birds are chickens? 82% of birds on Earth are chickens. Okay, Brian Cox. And let's call it a forest bird. But it's both a bird and an animal. Chickens belong to the avian class of animals, which makes them birds. However, they're also classified. I'd have to click onto it, and I don't want to click onto it. All right, so we're going to say yes and no. They are birds. They have wings, even though they don't fly. I mean, penguins don't fly. Okay, I think that we say chickens are birds, but there's so many chickens in the world that that book would have had to be twice as big. Why am I putting my keyboard down there? Can you tell I'm a bit scatterbrained tonight? A bit all over the place. Right, let's see what everyone's doing. Lauren's in class. I'll come back to this video later. Okay, Lauren, have a nice time in class. Artie is relaxed on the sofa with her dog and some oranges. Lovely. Just trying to picture that. Seta is eating, but it's going to draw along or paint maybe even a chicken. Yes. Imagine if we find out it is not in fact a bird. Yeah, I think it's a bird. Yeah, penguins can fly. Yeah, that's what I said, Vivian. Okay, and Katie's here. Hi, Katie. I'm glad that you made it. Right, let's get going on the chickens anyway while we're chatting. So, as normal, I will apologise to you because I don't think I'm going to be able to fit OBS. The way OBS works, I'm not like a big fan of it, to be honest. But I can't fit like the entire chicken on the thing. Like it crops it here. See how it's cropping it? And then I have to make my window on the left here bigger to fit it in. It's very strange. But we'll do our best. I will quickly, very quickly, just pop in the Pinterest board if you guys want to follow along. And you can follow it along. So if you want to see the images better. Let me find it quickly. We should just go through my Pinterest board one day and just like find random things to draw. Because I got so much stuff in there. Can you guys hear me okay? Scroll, scroll, scroll. And here we go. Oh, what am I doing? No, I just want to do the share. Copy link. Okay, we'll get there eventually, guys. Here we go. Okay, let's draw some chickens. Is this light enough? Martin set up the camera for me while I was making dinner, so blame him if it's not good. Let's get some pens out. Okay, so I think the Polish chickens are all different types of colours. There's some kind of black ones, there's some white ones, some red ones, brown ones, like literally every colour. So I think we're just gonna pick a few and we'll just we won't care about what colour they are, we'll just kind of go with the flow. I think that's a good idea. Lighting looks good to me. Nice. I love the red and white one. Yeah, the red and white one was cool. Which one is that one, Katie? So do you mean this one here that I'm drawing right now? Or like this? That is the only red and white one, I think. This is, yeah, I think that's the only red and white one. It does look very cool. All right, let's get going. This is going to be confusing because normally what I've been doing is drawing it with pen and then going in with pencil afterwards. But because this is so scattered, I think I'm just going to block out the entire thing in one colour. And then I'm going to go back in with white afterwards. I think that's going to be the best way to do it. Yeah, let's get going. So yeah, how is everyone? I didn't live stream last week. Instead, I was at a wedding. I'd rather have been live streaming. I'm not a big fan of weddings, to be honest. It was my first wedding I've been to. Look, take it or leave it. I might not ever go to another one. Who knows? It was an experience, but again, kind of boring, honestly. Not my scene. I'd rather be at home watching some telly, doing some drawing. Yeah, that's what I was doing. We were down south seeing Martin's parents. It was his brother's wedding, so like the whole family were there, which was nice to see everyone again. And we did like a nice long walk one of the days. We went out for lunch. We got pizza for dinner. So it wasn't like the worst thing in the world. It was still fun. It was just a very long weekend. Let me just open these in a new tab, so otherwise we're going to keep having to go backwards and forwards. Look at this one here. This one cracks me up. This one here with the kindling. You can see that. I like this one here too. Yeah, that's it. Let's do this one down here too. The one I'm drawing, yeah, the one I'm drawing is fun. I think these birds are kind of awkward though. For me personally to draw. Just because they're so, like what I was saying earlier, they're so detailed. I'm not a detail oriented person at all. So this is going to be the last, oh, I drew this chicken too close to the other one, it's fine. This is going to be the last Birbfest live stream that we have. Next week, guys, we got to think of something else. So if you have any ideas, things that you want to draw, things that you want to see me draw or struggle with, if you like seeing me being tortured, I know some of you do. Yeah, let me know. Maybe we can come up with an idea together. If not, I'll probably just draw what I'm feeling like. Actually, what day is next Thursday? Because I'm doing a Patreon live stream one of the days. I don't want to double book myself. Okay, that's fine. That's on a Wednesday. So next week is actually going to be the 1st of February. So maybe we could think of something fun, like something February, like maybe love things. What do you guys think? Katie says houseplants. I love that idea. We haven't drawn houseplants for ages, actually. This guy's got an attitude, hasn't he? Houseplants. Okay, houseplants. Right, we'll remember that. I give Artie the job of reminding me. She doesn't mind. You don't mind, do you, Artie? I found someone on Instagram today. I can't remember who they are. I literally followed them today. I can't remember how I found them. I think someone shared one of their posts or something. I went on their post, on their story, and they're doing heaps of experiments with Tombow and like layering Tombows up. If anyone knows what I'm talking about, please link them. But this reminded me of it because I never try and put these pens on top of each other because I don't like how they look, how they get muddied. But this person who was putting all their, like layering up all the Tombows, like all the different colours, looks so cool. I don't know if I can find them. Maybe I can see if I can find them quickly. You know, like when you follow someone for the first time, and then sometimes you end up seeing their work on your feed like heaps. So I thought maybe it could be that, but I was only on their account for 10 seconds. And then I was just looking at everything, and it looked really cool, so I was like, I'll follow to look back later. And then of course you forget who it is. So I mean, unless it just pops up on my feed randomly, I'm never gonna be able to find them again, am I? That's just how it goes. Instagram, honestly, get your act together. Adele, hi Adele. Is that how I pronounce your name, or is it, yeah, Adele, right? Adele? Houseplants in love. That sounds fun. Actually, when is the 14th though? Because that could be a fun Valentine's Day one. The 14th is on a Sunday, so we kind of miss it. Dylan M. Yeah, actually, it is. It is Artie. Thank you. Let me go to them quickly and show you guys. I don't know who it was who shared it, like how I found them, but I knew that one of you guys would know. You guys are very down, like you're down with what's hot on the internet, I think, right? Here we go. Yes. How did I find them though? I'm sure, like, I saw it on someone's thing. No. Okay, let me just pop this on here for you. Okay, so this is them, Dylan. And this is one of the posts. I don't know how I found them. It must have been someone left a comment, and it was someone that I follow, and it was on their story. I think that's what it was. So like, these are all the things that she's doing, and if I go into one of the posts where she's not flipping through, you can kind of see it a little bit faster. So you have to go to her account to like really have a look, but she like does all these things where she layers all the things on top of each other, and I was fascinated. I was like, huh, I never thought to think about doing that, and now I just want to do it. But yeah, her account is so lovely. I need to go back and have a proper look, but look at all, so gorgeous, her work. So yeah, I don't know, I want to know who did that now. How do I get to the comments? I want to shout out the person who... No, I can't see the comments on here. That's annoying. I don't like Instagram on the computer. It's really annoying. She's great. Been following for a while, and she gas skill share classes too. Artie, be trying not to say the S word on here. Emma Block, maybe it might have been Emma Block. I've been following her for years as a member of her Patreon for a while. Oh, okay. My ears always perk up when I hear someone has a patron, even though I don't have time. I don't have time to like give to people on Patreon, which is really annoying. I joined Sarah Dyer's Patreon again a couple of months before Christmas. It was during Fractal Week, and I love Sarah Dyer's Patreon, but every time I join it, I'm on there for like 2 or 3 months, and then I leave because I just don't have time to go to all the live streams, and I really want to. And I know some people don't mind watching live streams afterwards, but I just like being there for the chatting and the community, you know. Otherwise I just watch a YouTube video. So she has some great stuff though, Sarah Dyer, on her Patreon. I love it. I really love it. Emma Carlisle has really great stuff too. But yeah, I cancelled on my Patreons again just because I'm trying to save some money, and they add up, you know. She posted on her story today. Emma Block did she say something like, because what I saw was someone posted, this is my favorite comment that I had received, and it was like someone had commented on her post and then she had reposted it. If that makes sense. I don't know. Hey Helen, this is weird as this comes up on my Insta feed as a suggestion today. That's so cool. It's funny how that works, huh? Is it just me? Does it like this chicken has like a huge tongue? Can anyone tell me, what are we looking at here? Like, where is this chicken's eyes? I think it's like these bits, right? The wattles? Is that what they called them? The wattles? I love this guy. He looks so regal. Also, they kind of remind me of, what's that? The Last of Us, like the mushroom zombies. Is it The Last of Us I'm thinking of? Like a flower. And then, yeah, that's what reminds me of these chickens, but in like a very lovely way. That reminds me, I still have a course by Emma Block that I have not done yet on dogs, and I bought it like, I'm gonna say 4 years ago now, probably longer. Still haven't done it. I have so many courses, guys. I did a thing a while ago where I went through all of my emails, and because I have courses on Domestika, but I also have courses that I just bought from other people, and I wrote down like a whole list of all the courses that I have. I have so many, but I just don't have time to do them. Cool. Okay, we can probably fit one more in here, right? This one? Maybe? Have we done this one? This is our first one we did, right? Yeah. Let's do this one. I love this one's tail. I have lots of unwatched courses as well. What do you have, Vivian? What type of courses do you have? I'm gonna have to shut my window in a second because it keeps making the door creak behind me. I have the window open because it's quite warm. Can anyone hear the music, by the way? I just don't want to get in trouble by YouTube. I might just turn it off just in case, because I can barely hear it myself. Is anyone else listening to their own music tonight? Let me know what you listen to. I've been listening to my Discover Weekly on Spotify all week. I do it every week. I do this thing on a Monday where I only listen to it at work, and sometimes when I'm washing the dishes and stuff or making dinner, but mainly at work. And what I'll do is I'll do my Discover Weekly on Spotify on Monday, and I'll listen to it like all the way through, and every time I get to a song I don't like or one that's really annoying me, I'll untick it from the list, get rid of it, and I'll just like listen to it over and over again on repeat like all week, but just slowly getting rid of everything. And then I don't do it all day, just like maybe 2 or 3 times a day, and then by the end of the week I have like maybe 6 songs on there, and then from those songs, or like maybe like 10 songs, and then from those songs I pick my favorite and I put it on a monthly list. So every month I have like a curated list of all the songs I've really loved from my Discover Weekly, any song that I've just kind of like into that month, or that I've heard on like a TV show or a movie, or like sometimes I even put old songs on there that I've just gone back into again. And then it's really fun like listening to playlists from years ago. So I've been doing it since 2017. So the other day I was listening to like November 2018 just because it popped up, and it's kind of fun to think about what you're listening to like back in the day. 2017, so long ago. Artie, why are you saying wow? And Adele, why are you saying? Because I'm listening to music. Oh wait, because Liz is listening to music. I'm listening to a solo a cappella artist. Her name is April. It's a beautiful name, Liz. Picture book illustrations, illustration techniques, something on Sketchbook and Watercolor, all of them on Domestika. That sounds fun. Picture book ones, I have one picture book one on Domestika and some sketchbooking ones. That sounds so dedicated. Yeah, it's fun. I love it. I love making playlists. Because I get kind of bored of music. Not bored, like I can listen to the same music over and over and over again, but sometimes you get to the point where you're like, I can't listen to Linkin Park one more time. You know? You need something new. Alright. So I've done my chicken things, and now we're going to go in and we're going to do the pencils, but I wanted to share something with you guys that I've done. I put it on my story, not my story, my post yesterday, so maybe you've seen it, but I was so sick of having to go into this cup and tip everything up to find pencils I needed. So I went on there and I sorted them all out. So I sorted them by size. So I have like the big ones here, so I can just look at the big. It's still really annoying though. The big ones here, then I have medium ones, and then I have little ones, and then I have teeny ones. But it's actually really annoying because, say for example, I know the color I want the pale blue, but I can't remember what size it is. So I'm like, okay, pale blue, like is it in? It's not in there. It's not in there. It's like not in there and it's not in there. And then I'm like, but it has to be here somewhere. So I have to go back through again, like pale, like is it? I definitely know I have it, but because like everything's here, like it's right here, but I was doing like a reenactment for you. Like I knew it was there this whole time. But that's what I did this morning. I couldn't find this color for ages because I just kept like glazing over. So it's not perfect, guys. This system is not perfect. It's pretty bad, actually. It's pretty bad. I need like a better pencil solution, especially when they get down to this size, because they're so tiny. And I actually need to go through and sort all of my pencils out and figure out what I want replacements of and do a Jackson's art haul. So I need to do that soon.
I didn't catch that.
Didn't you?
Could you try again?
Yeah, I need to go on Jackson's and I need to do an art haul. Can you do that for me, Siri? Do you have any money in the bank?
I'm not sure I understand.
I don't get it either. I don't get it either, Siri. Anyway. I bought way too many domestic classes. Katie, we've all been there. I love the pencils of yours and the sorting. Thanks, Vivian. These cheap pots, if anyone knows Rosie from Pin and Ink, she made them for me for my birthday like 2 years ago, I think. I'm just going to quickly shut the window because the door keeps creaking. Oh, BRB. Slowly working my way through my domestic classes. I'm not buying any more. Did I tell you? Sorry, I'm trying to pull my thing in. I put on Instagram like last week or something that Domestica, right, keeps sending me vouchers for this course that I went on for about 2 minutes. I watched the video, like half of the video on it, and I thought this looks pretty cool. I'll definitely pop back to this later. And speaking of popping back, it was for pop-up illustrations. I made a pun. I didn't even know I did it. It was pretty good. It was for pop-up illustrations. And I thought this is pretty fun. So I just looked at it and I was like, yeah, I'll do that later. Like, I'll just remember it, right? Because I have like a huge list on my phone of all the things I want to do. So if I get to pop-ups, I can remember. And Domestica sent me an email. It was like, oh, hey, do you remember like you came on here last week and you wanted to do this course? Like, do you still want to do it? I was like, no, it's cool. Thanks, Domestica. So I ignored them, and then they came back to me a week later and they were like, look, I know you were on that page and you said you don't want to do it, but like if I give you 10% off, maybe you'll want to do it then. And I was like, no, I don't have any time, thank you though. So they were like, okay, they left me alone for a couple of days. And then the next day, 20% voucher. And I was thinking like, maybe? But no, I'm good, thanks Domestica. 3 more emails they've sent me. 3 more emails, 20% off. They're desperate, guys. Are they feeling the pinch as well? I'm not going to do it. I have too many classes right now. What am I doing? I'm just chatting. I'm just chatting. We can do a just chatting stream one night. That'd be fun, wouldn't it? Just me chatting and working through all of my stand-up material with you guys. All right. Let's do a red. Let's do a dark blue. Let's do like this kind of color here. And I think that's all. And then we have white. And then let's do like a really dark color, like a black. Yeah. Perfect. It feels really weird with that music. I don't like it. I also have a few courses, 2 on stamping, 1 on acrylics, and a lot of fun courses, illustration style. They're the best ones, the ones that are like kind of fun and just about illustration in general. Okay, we gotta figure out where these chickens' heads are because they be confusing me. Sometimes, I don't know about you guys, but I just make up. I mean, I'm sure that no one's ever noticed that my illustrations aren't completely hyper-realistic, but just in case you haven't, they're quite stylized. They're not photo-realistic at all. And sometimes I just make up the faces. Look. No one's going to know that this guy we can't see where his eyes are. Because I know that the fringe probably covers his eyes, but I don't like that. Alright, let's just put some white where the feathers are. And I have no idea, like I actually, of all the birds on this Birbfest list, and I like all of the birds, probably 2 birds that I don't really want to draw. And this is one of them. This is one of them. It's just not my thing. I love chickens though, but I don't know, just the whole fanciness of this chicken, it scares me. I can't do this no music thing, by the way, guys. I'm actually freaking out a little bit. It's like too quiet in here. I never just draw by myself and no like silence. I'm never actually silent. I don't know if you've noticed, but I do like to talk a lot. Fill in the silence. I'm like that all the time. Like I can't have silence around me. The sage grouse was my pain. The sage grouse was okay. I wasn't like too big of a fan of the spiky bits of like the spiky tail, but it wasn't too bad. I liked the face of the sage grouse. I thought that was really nice. But yeah, I thought the sage grouse would definitely freak some people out. One of the other ones is the harpy eagle, which is coming soon. I think it's like the second to last one. That one looks really scary as well. Katie says I love to work in silence. Katie, what does that say about me that I can't work in silence? Does that say something about me? I'm sure like a psychiatrist would have a field day with that. He looks like he's got a little beard. I wasn't a fan of the Paradise Tanager. Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of that one either, Artie. I didn't like my bird that I did either. Like, I didn't actually like how my bird turned out. Did you did that one, didn't you? Because it was on the short list. Yeah, I think next year, if I do it this next year, definitely put more thought into what birds are on the short list. Because I think the birds are good this year. Like, there was a good selection, but I definitely think there could have been a better selection, like with more thought. What kind of markers are you using and what sort of pencils? Hi, Katrina. The pencils are Caran d'Ache Luminance. I had to think about that for a second. Caran d'Ache Luminance. They're my favourite pencils. I can't get away from them. Obsessed with them. And then the markers are these. They're like watercolor ink markers. They are the Ecoline brush pens. Yeah. That's why my bed was so tiny in the page. I haven't even... Did I see yours? Oh, for the tanager? I can't even remember what it was now. I'm trying to think. It was so many days ago now. I used to never to be able to work in silence and always had to have music, but the older I get, I guess I'm more comfortable with my thoughts. So silence doesn't bother me anymore. Yeah. That could be one thing. Maybe I'm just uncomfortable with my thoughts. I don't think that's why. I don't know, maybe I just like to be entertained. Like, I go for walks, and even like on walks I need to have music or a podcast on or something. I can't just be in silence. Alright, what do we think of this chicken so far? I'm not a huge fan. Doesn't look like he has a mouth, but then chickens don't actually have mouths, do they? Guys, do you mind if I put music on? I can't listen to the silence. Would you mind? I mean, someone said the other day they can't even hear the music when I'm playing it. So I'm just gonna pop some good old stream beats on. I'd rather have stream beats than the sound of the silence in the room. I just gotta make sure that I put the right playlist on. Okay, this is the right one. You know what? I'm just gonna keep it on my thing. And you guys won't even be able to hear it. Then if you're watching the replay, you don't have to listen to this music in the background. Can anyone hear that music coming through? Okay. I can't hear the music. I heard it now. Okay. Can you still hear it? I turned it off now. Like, I turned off the microphone. Eddie! Hey, Eddie, by the way. Try chill hop music. Yeah, I found this one playlist called Stream Beats by Harris Heller. And he has heaps of different music out all the time. And it's just like kind of chill. It is kind of like chill hop. But it's the one that I found that is completely copyright free. I can hear the music. Alright, that's fine. If you guys can hear it, it doesn't matter because it's copyright free. So I'll turn it down a little bit for me. Yeah, I just can't. I can't be silent. I'll try and find some more better music for next time. Alright, I think we've almost finished with this guy. Just gonna put some feet on him. I haven't left any room for the feet, have I? I love his big fat legs too. Like chunky legs, because a lot of the birds we've been doing have very skinny legs. But I like this guy's legs, how thick they are. And yes, I have gone completely into the chicken's face. Oops. My fan is on in the background because we went from -9 degrees on Sunday to 21 degrees today. That's crazy, Katie. We went from -3, -5. It got to -6 at one point. And now it's like 8 degrees. So not too bad. What were you saying about the white pencil? Yes, the white pencil is Derwent Graphitin, and actually this isn't my favorite white pencil. My favorite white pencil is actually the Posca one, which Artie was saying it was the best a while ago, and I started using it, and it is the best. But I've lost it. I don't know where it is. I have heaps of white pencils, but they don't really work that well. And I keep thinking that's the white pencil, but that's grey. But I have heaps of white pencils here. Faber-Castell. I have some at the bottom there. But I've lost the Posca one. Which is really annoying because it was the only Posca one I used. Should we do a white pencil off? See, that one's grey. That's not even white. Should we do a white pencil off and see what the white pencil is the best? Ooh, there's a dead fly in this. There's a dead fly in there. Can you guys see the dead fly right here? Go away, dead fly. That's what you get for sneaking into my pencil pot and trying to take off with my pencils. Maybe he took the Posca pencil. Sneaky flies. Yay, Posca! Yay! I know, but I've lost it, Artie, and I'm really sad about it. Georgia has crazy weather in the winter. I'm used to it. It's also here. We're so warm in my winter clothes. Yeah, the worst is when it's warm and wet, because I don't know what to do with that. Like when you go outside, do I wear a coat? Do I wear a sweater? Like, do I just wear a t-shirt with a coat on top? These are all very serious questions that need thinking about. But sometimes when I just want to go for a walk at lunchtime and I have like 20 minutes, I don't want to think about these things. Okay, so these are all the pencils. I do have more white pencils, but I have lost them. I do have another white luminance pencil, lost it, don't know where it is. Posca pencil, lost it, don't know where it is. A Rotogen, I don't think I ever had a white pencil in a Rotogen. So we're gonna have to do this, okay? Derwent Graphitin on this one. Then on this one here, let's do Derwent Drawing. Which, can anyone remember what chicken this was? I think it was this one. I have been raining. I have been raining. It has been raining for the past few days, and it's supposed to rain until Monday. It's meant to be sunny here tomorrow, which is good because we need to go into town at lunch. Oh, actually, I can't go into town at lunch. Oh, we were going to go into town at lunch tomorrow to do some chores, but I got a meeting. I just remembered. Got a meeting at like 12:30 to 1. And then Martin has a meeting at 1 every day. So our lunchtime's going to be a bit annoying tomorrow. I was really looking forward to going for a walk as well at lunch. Oh well, never mind. Ooh, meetings. Yes, and definitely ooh, meetings. I don't mind the meetings so much, but I don't like it when people put meetings at lunchtime. It's not right. Like, I don't think there should be meetings between 12 and 2, honestly. Or after 4, because I can't think after 4. Like, my brain has completely switched off. And then at lunchtime, like, I don't have lunch the whole You know, I don't have a 2-hour lunch. I normally have lunch at 12. But, or unless, like, I'm not hungry, I'll have it a bit later. But, I think it's respectful because some people like to have a late lunch and some people like to have an early lunch. So I think not having lunch for those 2 hours is just respectful of people. But some people, you know, some people be putting lunch meetings in. But yeah, I was going to say, I don't normally mind meetings because I normally just half listen and crochet. But I have to listen tomorrow because it's about a project. It's like a project meeting, so I actually got to listen tomorrow. Unless my boss is here, in which case I 100% listen at meetings and take notes. And I love them. And I find them fascinating. And really useful and helpful. And it's just like a nice break from work. Like just to have a nice meeting. So, yeah. If my boss is here. Also, hi. I don't think anyone at work watches these. I think we're safe. I think we're safe, guys, but just in case, you know, just in case. It's always good to have a fail-safe just in case anything goes wrong. Does anyone else have to have a lot of meetings at work? I don't have many. I have like one a day. I have one just in the morning, kind of like a catch-up meeting just to see what people are doing. It's like a stand-up meeting, I guess. It's only 15 minutes long. And then one every Monday, which is like an hour, which is a big company meeting. And then project meetings just to talk about new projects that we have coming. And that's like maybe one every couple of weeks, depending on how busy we are. So yeah, not too bad. You can always tell the people at work you stream on YouTube. Oh, I can't see because the heart's there. Oh, can always tell the people at work your streaming YouTube personality isn't the real April. It's actually funny that you say that, Liz. I don't think I've told you this. I was telling someone the other day, but I can't remember who it was now. But I was at work last week and it was out on Friday. We have a meeting, or another meeting that we have every Friday. It's just for the creative team, but it's like a hour-long meeting. We don't talk about work normally. We just talk about movies and other stuff and just kind of like chill. And I forgot why it came up, but one of my friends at work said that out of curiosity, he watched one of my YouTube videos, and he said that on my YouTube, I'm very quiet and calm compared to what I am in real life. And I was like, okay, I didn't know that. I think he watched the Folktale Week one, where I was probably just talking about Folktale and like going through my drawings and talking about the story. So it wasn't like a vlog one, which I think I have a bit more personality, I guess. But I was just thinking, like, are you sure? Maybe I'm just like really crazy at work. I don't know. Who knows? I like this chicken. I like how this chicken's turning out. He almost looks like a villain. Like a chicken villain. Like a chicklin. If we can make that a word now, please. Thank you. I don't miss the meetings from when I worked full-time, which was like 15 years ago. I thought you were going to say 15 meetings, like a week, which is a lot. I work in a call centre, so I love meetings because that's really a rest, I bet. I worked in a call centre for 1 week, one summer, when I was in uni, and that was enough. Yeah, actually, it wasn't even bad. Like, it wasn't a bad call centre. It wasn't people complaining or anything. It was doing surveys for Fish and Game, New Zealand, because it was in New Zealand. So, basically, Fish and Game, they set up this call centre, and you had to call every single Fish and Game member over the summer, and you had to ask them questions about what rivers they fished in, what they caught, like what their biggest fish they caught was, how many times they go fishing. It was like a survey basically to find out about. And so you'd think, like, most call centers, people would be really annoyed to hear from you, you know, like, leave me alone. But people from Fish and Game, as soon as they found out you were from Fish and Game and you wanted to talk to them about fishing, they were loving life. So actually it wasn't stressful at all, but it was just, I don't know, it's just like a lot, isn't it? It's like quite draining to talk to people on the phone. Especially, I can imagine if you work somewhere where they complaining or where you have to like be really technical, like help them with technical stuff. I couldn't do that. I can barely help myself with technical things. Okay, let's try this other pencil now. This one is the Faber-Castell Gold Faber Aqua. This is my very first pencil set that I ever had. I got them maybe when I was like 15 or 16. And I've had them this whole time for like the last 10 years. So, plus a bit more. Hi Emma, I'm new to your channel. I love art and also the Lake District is gorgeous. It is gorgeous. Whereabouts are you from? Are you from near the Lake District, or have you visited for a holiday? See, this is really nice and creamy. I like this one. This is a nice white pencil, I think. I thought you were the same in real life as you are on YouTube. Yeah, see, Liz has met me in real life. So is Artie, actually. They met me in real life. So, my friend from work, actually, he's only met me once in real life. And the rest of the time I've been on a call, like on, you know, Teams, or because I work from home. So maybe I'm just a little bit more, and also because I think I only ever really talked to him when I want to like I had a chat with him today because I was bored at work and I just was procrastinating, so I phoned him up. And I only ever talk to him when I'm like bored and I'm just procrastinating, or when there's some hot gossip, or like at the end of the week and you're like venting. So maybe I'm in story mode, so I'm like a little bit more up, you know. I really like the Gold Faber pencils. They're nice. I haven't really used them much since I've been back drawing again because I have so many other pencils. Like I've been collecting them over the years. But it's always nice to come back to them. Something like nostalgic, because I just remember drawing with them when I was a teenager. It's funny too, because I didn't do art for many years. Like when I went to uni, I stopped doing art probably from like 18, maybe even younger, maybe 17. But I still kept them. Like they still came around the world with me. So they must have been important. Emma is from the United States. NY. NY. Does anyone know what that is? It's New York. I don't know why I was trying to make that a thing, but I couldn't. I was trying to pretend I didn't know. But I do know. Everyone knows what NY is. I was trying to think of like something funny to say, but I couldn't do it. The chickling is adorbs. Thanks, Vivian. Do you mean, I mean, the chicken is actually adorable, but is my drawing adorable? Let me know. And then Sinead? Is that how you pronounce your name? Just a lot of Jamaican flags there. A lot of Jamaican flags. I don't know what flag that is. Someone did this flag last time, and it's so tiny, like the tiny, and I'm not a flag person, guys. I can't imagine waking up each day to that beautiful landscape. Neither can I. I have to wake up and drive like 25 minutes at least to get somewhere. But yeah, it is beautiful. I joke, but it is lovely. It's nice. The white color is Faber. Sorry, I'm from Mexico, so the accent's hard to me. Oh, no problem. The grey color. This one here, this white one. The white color grey. This one here. This one is Polychromos, Faber-Castell Polychromos. The villain chicken. Oh, Chicklane. Yes. I think I like, yeah, Chicklane. Do you visit Beatrix Potter Farms? Well, I've been, Beatrix Potter, when she lived in the Lake District, she actually owned quite a lot of land. And on her passing, she gave a lot of it to the National Trust, which is like I don't think they're a charity, but they're like an organisation in the UK that protect land and habitats and things, and like beautiful places and old buildings, things like that, historical things. So she gave a lot of that land to the National Trust. So a lot of the land in the Lake District, not like, or like it's a big place, but a lot of the owned land that's owned by the National Trust was donated by Beatrix Potter. So I've been to a lot of places where Beatrix Potter like owned and gave. There's also the Beatrix Potter like museum, or the activity center thing for kids, like they have rides and things. There's the Beatrix Potter house, which is where she grew up, or like she owned it. I haven't been to any of those places yet, but I'd like to go. Okay, let's move into the next chicken, which, if we can find it, it was yellow here. I think it's this one here. let's do black again. I'm gonna give him a little, oh, I like his beak on this one. And he doesn't have eyes, so we'll just pretend he does. Perfect. Oh, these chickens, I didn't think I'd enjoy these chickens, you know, but I'm actually really enjoying them. Oh, Hilltop Farms. Yes, Hilltop, I believe, is the house that she owned, right? I think. I'm not really big, honestly, I'm not really big, like, knower of things. But my boyfriend's mum, Martin's mum, every time she comes, we're like, yeah, we'll go to the Beatrix Potter Museum and we'll go to the Beatrix Potter house. But then Martin and Martin's dad don't really want to do that, and it'll be kind of boring for them. So in the end, we don't go. But we should go. We should definitely go. Oh, the first purchase she made. That's cool. Yeah. I haven't been there, but I mean, it's definitely on my list of things to go, of places to go. The problem is sometimes a lot of the time we go, like, we are free to go places, or we want to go places, is either off season where things are shut, or it's on season where things are really busy. And I don't really want to be like with the tourists, even though technically, like, I'm not from the Lake District. We've only been here 2 years, so technically, like, I'm kind of still a tourist myself, but I do live here as well. Like, I pay council tax and I shop here, and I know the names of people in the cafes, you know, in town and things. So I feel kind of like I'm not a local, definitely not, yet. But I mean, we want to live here. We want to stay here and, like, buy a house here. So hopefully one day I will be a local, and people, you know, I'll feel like a local rather than like this outsider who's just kind of like moved here. But what was I saying? I forgot what my rant was about now. So yeah, I don't, like, even though I am a tourist, sometimes it's kind of annoying to, like, be around all the tourists when you live here, because you're like, oh, I can just come here next week when it's not so busy. But then also the other problem is, in the off seasons, nothing's open because there's no tourists here. So, like, you need the tourists, right? Did you ever see the movie Miss Potter? I did see that movie. I haven't seen it for a long time though. I saw it when it came out, probably. Maybe I'll watch that again. That's a good idea, actually. Maybe I'll watch Miss Potter again. And I'll learn some stuff. You are now local. Do you reckon? Oh, I'm a new local. Yeah, maybe. I mean, I'm definitely not, like, we're definitely not tourists anymore. I think once you know the name of, like, places, like 5 places in town, and you're on first name basis with them, I think you can call yourself, like, fairly local to this one place. But I wouldn't want to say that to anyone that is from Cumbria or, like, Kendal, because I think they'll be like, no, you're still a dirty southerner. It's funny though, because I don't consider myself from anywhere really. Like, technically I was born in the south of England, but then I lived in so many different places through my whole life. I don't really feel like, I feel like I can just live anywhere. I don't want to be local. I don't really want to be local to anywhere. I just want to be a citizen of the world, you know. But it would be lovely to stay here. I'd love to live here. Like, I do live here, but I'd love to have a house here and, like, buy a house and properly live here. Would be nice. Like, I'm looking forward to that, if we can ever afford a house. But that's a story for another live stream. All right, I think we're kind of done with this body bit. What do you think? It looks kind of cool, huh? It's like negative space drawing almost. Not quite sure about the hair, how we're going to do the hairdo, but we can figure it out together. I love Beatrix Potter artwork. Yeah, it's cute. That was a great Beatrix Potter exhibit here in London 2 years ago. That's cool. Is it expensive to live there? I don't know, it's kind of hard to tell. Like, it is not cheap. It's not like the cheapest place in England or the UK, but it's cheaper than where we live down south. But then where we are in Cumbria, like near the Lake District, is more expensive than if you were to live further north, like closer to Scotland. So it was kind of like relative. Also, if you were to live in Cumbria, right, live like in the Lake District, in the park itself, the Lake District National Park, that would be expensive, I'm sure. I live in Kendal though, which is just outside. It's like 10 minutes outside the park. So it's a bit cheaper here, but then obviously it's like a lot cheaper if you go 20 minutes outside or half an hour outside. So I think it's all relative. It is cheaper than London though, but like not much. Everything's so expensive now. What do you guys think of this chicken? I'm not sure about his head. I think I kind of messed up his head a little bit. I think it needs to be more black here. And yeah, this chicken's really put his foot in it, hasn't he? I have lived in my area for 9 years and I still feel like I'm not a local really, because most people have lived here their whole life. Yeah, I feel like that too. Like, I think if you live in Cumbria and you're from here, you would consider anyone outside the area to be like an outsider. But I don't think that's there's not like they would be like, oh, that's bad, we don't like you. It would just be kind of more like, oh, you're not really from here. But I don't think they'll treat you any like worse. I hope not anyway. I feel the same, April. Generically Indian and now I guess British. Like a, was it like a tikka masala? Is that bad? Artie, let's just be citizens of the world and we can travel and go anywhere. Please ignore my spelling. Katie, don't even worry about it. I can totally understand everything you're saying. We've been in our current house for 4+ years and it's the longest I've ever lived in one place. Yeah, the longest I've ever lived in one place was when we lived in Camberley and we lived in a flat for 5 years and I hated it. I hated living in that place. That's where we were before we moved here. Alright, moving on. Let's do another white. So I haven't done any white for this chicken. I don't think it needs it. This one here cracks me up. Actually, we don't need a white for this one. We just need like another colour. I think I was going to use this one. Artie's laughing. That's good. I'm glad, Artie. I was really worried as I said that I was going to offend you. But I know you understand my humour. So that is not a tongue. I'm not going to draw it as a tongue. I may not even draw it because it's really freaky. It's creeping me out. I don't even know like what it is. It must be the wattles, right? Should we just draw it like a tongue? So weird. I mean, I can imagine someone grooming this chicken, right? Like they'd have to be groomed. There'll be like you know, like show chickens, how people show guinea pigs and rabbits and things. There'd be like a show chicken, I think, like a prize chicken, and they would go to like all the shows and they'd get all their feathers, like they'd get washed and brushed and stuff, and then they would go and they would win prizes for the owners, maybe like ribbons and stuff. I can imagine. It takes me a while to get jokes sometimes when it's subtle. Yeah, sometimes people don't know if I'm joking or not, so I have to be careful. Because I can imagine I really offend some people. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm not like enjoying this one. Just like scribbling. I'm not even looking at that. I'm not even looking at the image. You can't make me do what I want. This one reminds me of like, I don't know why, Scooby-Doo. It's called Shaggy. It's called Shaggy. Shaggy the dog. I've lived 5 different places in my life and everyone but one was in a 5-mile radius. Wow. 4 places for Emma. I think I counted one time and I think this was a few years ago and I had lived in 34 houses. So I probably lived in like 37 by now. And I actually have a zine. I have it written down on one of my copious amounts of lists of things I want to do. And it's a zine I've had in my head for like the last 5 years, 5-6 years. And it's called like Memories of Houses, I think. I was going to call it like Memories of Houses. And it was going to be, and it wouldn't be all of them because I can't remember all the addresses of all of them, but all the ones that I could find on Google Maps, I was going to try and like draw the house and then draw like a memory from that house, of like my one of my like clearest memories from that house. And it was going to kind of be like almost like a logbook of all the houses I've lived in. And I thought that would be really fun. And one that I'm thinking about is this house that we moved into when we first moved to the South Island in New Zealand when I was about maybe 12, maybe 13. And it was this house next to a cemetery. There's so many stories from this house. We lived there for 3 years. It was one of the longest places we lived. But there were so many stories. I actually love this house. It was next to a cemetery. We think it was the Reverend's old house back when it was just the cemetery and his house at the end of the road. It was really old. And it was really creepy because basically you lived next door to a cemetery. Like you walked out of that house and there was the cemetery next to you. Like you could just, it was like in the back garden, and there were 3 humps in the back garden, and we convinced ourselves that they were dead bodies. So yeah, that was like that's the background of the house. And there was some fun stuff, like fun memories from that house. But one that I really remember is we had this huge tall tree in the back garden. I can't remember what tree it was now. I was 12 or 13. I didn't know anything about trees back then. I want to say like, I don't know, like I was going to say like a cypress, but I don't even know if they have cypress trees in New Zealand. It was like a big fir tree, but not like a triangle, like a tree with branches. Anyway, it was a tree. Imagine a tree, like a huge oak tree, but it wasn't oak. Anyway, so me and my brother, we used to climb this tree, and you could climb all the way to the top, and it was probably like 2 houses tall. So you could see over a house, you could see over the cemetery, like you could see for miles. And I used to love climbing trees, so we used to climb the tree a lot, and I could get all the way to the top. And my brother, he one time got stuck halfway up, and he was like frozen with fear. He couldn't go up, he couldn't go down. He's 5 years younger than me, so he was maybe 7. Wait, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, he was like maybe 7 or 8, and he was stuck up this tree and he could not move. And he was there for like ages, and I was trying to get him down. He just was frozen with fear, and my stepdad had to climb up the tree and rescue him and bring him back down. That's the clearest memory I have of that house. It's pretty fun. I love houses, little stone cottages. Little stone cottages are cool. We lived in a cottage when we first moved here, a little stone cottage, right outside of town, and I had a lot of problems though. Like it was always cold, really difficult to heat, so many spiders, mice, in the storms you could hear everything. The garage collapsed one time. There was a lot of problems with that house. It flooded, like when it rained, that would just leak everywhere. But yeah, it was cute. Okay, should I draw the tongue? It's not a tongue, I know that, but it just looks so weird. What even is it? I don't know. Don't ask me. There's a cemetery at the front of our property. There used to be a church, but it burnt down. Have you seen any ghosts, Katie? Because my mom and my sister and sometimes me we insist that house was haunted. Like things used to happen in that house. Like things would move around, things would disappear, there'd be like really weird noises. And sometimes at night time, because the cemetery had, oh, should I actually show you? I can show you on Google Maps. I was going to describe it, but then I was like, I'm going to show it to you on Google Maps. Alright, I'll pop it here so you can see it. So it's in a place called Bluff, at the bottom of New Zealand. So like this is New Zealand. Here, you can see that. And then we lived in a place called Bluff. We lived in Invercargill, which is like the town here. See if I can find it now, I've lost it. Invercargill, here, if you guys can see that. And then Bluff is like right on the end, like literally the furthest you can go. Okay, let me see if I can find it. So where's my little man to put in? Oh, I gotta open it in maps. Technology. Okay, here we go. So put my little, oh, no, I don't want to be in the ocean. I don't want to be in the ocean, sir. Put you right here. No. This is very confusing. You guys can't even see because the way the map is. Alright, let's see if we can do this again. Alright, here we go. So it's very sunny. We lived right at the end of the street up here. It's a very small house. From what I remember. Oh my god, so long. It took ages to walk up it as well from school. We had to get the bus at the bottom of the hill and walk up the top of the hill. We're almost there, guys. Okay, here we go. So this is the house. It is blue and pink. It's not looking the best of condition, but I just want to let you guys know blue and pink is the colour that my mum painted it. And Google Maps, this is still blue and pink. But it looked in better condition than this. This was literally when I was 12, so like 10 years ago, roughly. This was my house here. This was my window here. This bedroom was right, it was like a sunroom. It had windows on here and around the side. Again, it was a bit in better condition when I was younger. But yeah, it looks like a little bit run down now. And then this is a cemetery. So literally walk out of the garden. Like this shed wasn't here when I was younger. I don't know if you can see the tree. Oh, maybe. The tree's been cut down. The tree was literally here. You can't see it, but it was like where the shed is, a huge tree. That's sad actually. And then this is the cemetery. And at nighttime, I used to do this thing where I would dare myself, it was just me, daring myself, that's how cool I was, to walk up these steps by myself at like pitch black, like nighttime, with all the ghosts. Pretty scary stuff. So that's my zine idea, guys. What do you think? Think it'd be fun? I love Google Maps. Me too. It looked like a rural area. I can never say that. Rural. Yeah, it was. It was a town, like a town, like a village, but right on the edge of the land, like the bluff of the land, which is why it was called Bluff. And yeah, it was nice. I had like shops. I had a few shops, like a fish and chip shop and a convenience store, and it had a pub and things. Yeah, it was nice. It looked over the sea, like you could see I didn't actually show you, but if you swung around, you could see like the ocean from there. All right. That was our first house that we bought in New Zealand. My mum and my stepdad bought it for, I can't remember the exact amount of money, but it was something stupid, like $8,000 or something. And they decorated it all and they like fixed basically everything in the house. It looked a lot better than that photo. That photo looks really old now. But like the Google Maps one. And they sold it for like $60,000 or something. They made like a crazy amount of money on it. After a few years of living there, and then they kind of started to do that thing where they bought houses and they like flipped them. So they bought them, they did them all up, and they sold them for a profit, which is why I've lived in so many houses. So in New Zealand, in over 11-year period that I was living there, I lived in 14 houses, and that's because my family was just always like doing stuff, places up and selling them, which worked out for them. So happy for them at the time. And yeah, then they moved back to England while I was still in uni, and then I kind of followed them after uni just for a year. I was only going to come for a year just to like see the family, do some traveling, and then I just never went back. So oh, Emma, you asked that. I just answered. Yeah, then my family moved back, and I was in New Zealand by myself for like 3 years probably. Me and my brother actually, but he's still in New Zealand. And then after I finished uni, I was like, look, I'm not going to find a job straight away. I'll just go to England for a bit. I'll see the family. I'll go around Europe, like it's so close. And then I'll just take like a year off, and then I can start looking for work when I come home. And then I just stayed in England, never moved back again. I mean, the flight is so long, honestly. Like, I think that's probably the reason. Okay, let's see what other chickens we have. We got this lovely one here. Let me find my pencil sharpener. Do the zine. Sounds like a great idea. Yes, thanks, Lorna. I do want to do the zine. So cheap. It was cheap. I don't know if those were the exact numbers. It may have been more than that or less than that. I can't remember. And also you have to remember that was probably in 1998, 1999. Probably like, yeah, 2000s actually, by the time they sold it. Early 2000s. So it would have been a lot different than it is now, like the prices. I love to paint roosters. Awesome, me too. Are you drawing right now, Emma? Are you drawing the chickens? Okay, so on this chicken here, we're going to use the last white pencil that I have, which is the Faber-Castell white. So good. It's got the good name, so we know, because some of these ones, they're called like cream or ivory or like lace or something, and you're not quite sure if they're white or not. This one is a little bit harder. The Faber-Castell Polychromos, I always find it quite a hard pencil. They're quite nice though. They were the very first professional pencils I bought that weren't artist grade. So I do have a soft spot for the Polychromos. Okay, let's do some eyes, even though, oh, I hate when the pencil breaks like that. Let's do some eyes, even though we can't actually see the eyes. I just wanted to do them. Chickens don't have eyeballs, do they? I think that would be cool. Thanks, Katie. Yeah, I'd have to like remember all of them. I actually wrote them all down a few years ago when I was trying to remember all the houses when I wanted to do it as a zine. I don't think I have that list anymore. I don't know where that list has gone. So I'd have to remember. And some of the houses from when I was a kid, like when I was a baby to the age of maybe 6 or 7, I wouldn't even, like, I asked my dad, because I lived in South Africa when I was born, like a few weeks after I was born, to 5 years old, and I've asked my mum and my dad what the houses were, but they can't even remember. So that wasn't very helpful of them. I grew up, we had chickens and roosters. We had chickens when I was younger too. Chickens are lovely pets. They're so friendly, apart from when one of them got sick and the others all tried to gang up on it. That wasn't nice. I didn't like that. I think I haven't decided yet which one I'm gonna draw. I'm kind of tempted to do this one. I really like this one, but this one may also be fun. I think this one's gonna be fun too, but I'll let you guys choose at the end. Well, I'll ask you guys what you think I should draw, and then I will decide to listen to you or not. I think I listened to you guys last time though, right? Is anyone watching anything good on TV at the moment? Any recommendations? We started watching The White Lotus this week, and we're on season 2 now. It's really good. I haven't seen it before just because we didn't have a TV that had it. Like, we didn't have a subscription that had it. But I've just gotten a subscription for something else, actually. I think it was Game of Thrones. And there's so many TV shows on it that I'm watching all of those while I still have, like, the month subscription. The White Lotus is one of my all-time faves. Yeah, it's so good. We're only 2 episodes into the second season. I really like the first season, but I'm enjoying the second season too. I like this chicken. I actually really like the photo of this when I saw it too. Sometimes you just know, you know? Sweet Magnolias. Is that a TV show? That used to be an old TV show, right? Is that like a remake? I love that it's completely separate from the first. Oh yeah, me too. It's really cool. I had The Crown as a good one. Nah, I tried to watch The Crown. I couldn't get into it. I'm not really a big royalist. I don't really care, to be honest, what they did and what they got up to and who they are. Alright, I think that's good. I think I'll take my blue pencil. Yeah, because sometimes the black is a little bit too harsh. I did get into Victoria. Yeah? When Victoria comes on the scene. No, I watched the first like 2 episodes. I tried to watch it. I just, because I mean, I know it had like a lot of hype, so I thought I'd give it a chance. But I just couldn't get into it. It was a bit boring, to be honest. Right now I'm watching 3 TV shows. Oh, 4 TV shows, sorry. All for different things. So I'm watching Game of Thrones while I crochet. Just because I've seen it before. And so it's like easy to do while you're crocheting. I'm watching White Lotus with Martin. And then when I want to watch a TV show by myself and just relax, but I don't want to crochet, I'm watching The Flight Attendant, which is really good. And then at work, I actually just started it today, which is something that I can watch while I'm working, but I don't really need to concentrate too much on. It's just like background noise. And that's Love on the Spectrum. But I actually ended up watching it when I was making dinner as well. And it's so funny. I love it. It's the 2nd season. It's on Netflix. It's not for everyone. No. Just like the royal family. I grew up not where I live now. Oh, Sweet Magnolias is on Netflix, and it's filmed in my hometown. But is it a remake, Katie? Because I feel like Sweet Magnolias, I feel like that was an 80s show, wasn't it? I found The Buccaneers this month, and it's really great. Bridgerton vibes. I don't think I've heard of that one. I don't want to make anyone mad, but I couldn't get into Bridgerton either. I tried to watch the first 2 episodes, and I just couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it, guys. I wanted to like it. It wasn't bad. I didn't hate it. I just didn't watch it, and then I forgot to watch it, and then I was just like, should I watch it? Nah. One of those ones. You know, like when something's not really bad, but just kind of like not really memorable. Or there's been shows in the past where I'm watching it and I'm thinking like, it's kind of boring. Like the show's really boring, but I just want to know what happens. A movie. Oh, was it a movie? Sweet Magnolias was a movie, maybe. Okay, we're gonna have to make up this guy's legs because we don't have a picture of the legs, but I think it's gonna be pretty easy. It's just gonna be like these legs, right? His feet go off the page, which is fine. I couldn't get into Downton Abbey until it was about ended. Now I love it. Oh, I love Downton Abbey. I've seen Downton Abbey like probably 5 times. I haven't seen the film though. Downton Abbey is one of those shows I can put on in the background, and it's like I know everything that's gonna happen. I know all the characters. Oh, hi Bunny. Just wake up, it's early here. I love all your burbs you love for birthdays. Thank you. I love your birds too. Oh, you're thinking of Steel Magnolias. Maybe. What the heck's Sweet Magnolias then? What's Steel Magnolias? I don't know. Alright, we are on to the last chicken, which is this guy here. Oh, sorry. Oh, you guys aren't boring me, I'm just tired. This one here. This one. Okay, what white should we use? I'm gonna go with what you guys say. This is so interesting, I know. Riveting. We got Faber-Castell Polychromos, Derwent Graphitint, Gold Faber Aqua, and Derwent Drawing. I like the blue dude. This one here. This one. Or this one. There's 2 of them. I think I might draw this one. This one. I think this one's my favourite so far. With the green. This one. Yeah, I think this one too. Okay, but we got one more to draw, guys. We have to stay focused and draw this last one, and then we can get on to the painting. I also lost my pencil sharpener. I have a gold pencil sharpener, a gold bullet pencil sharpener, and I've lost it. I'm really sad about it. I have to use this one, which is like my backup pencil sharpener. It's not as nice to sharpen with. Beggars can't be choosers though. We work with what we got. Still magnolias will make you cry, and sweet magnolias is just good. Okay, Katie. Katie is our resident film critic. Do you have any other films that you can critique for us, Katie, while you're here? You know what else? I don't know if it is like this, Katie, because I obviously haven't seen it, but it's kind of giving me vibes from that show. I flipping loved it. It had the word heart in it. It was about a doctor. She moved to like a small rural town. There was like a really hot guy in it. There was a love triangle. It had Rachel from the OC in it. Rachel, what's her face? Bilson. Does anyone know what I'm talking about? Heart of Dixie. That flipping show was amazing. Dr. Hart. I love that show. Has anyone seen Heart of Dixie? It was so good. Yes, Heart of Dixie, Casey, yeah. And the love triangle. Who did you like out of the two guys? I forgot his name. Was it Dwayne? Every time I think of the name Dwayne, I just think of Dwayne The Rock Johnson. Let me just get up Heart of Dixie so you guys can see. Heart of Dixie. This guy here. He was Wade. Yeah. So there was a love triangle between Wade and George. Should I just type in love triangle? And we can do like a poll on who we like better. Okay. Images. Okay. No. Okay, well, it's kind of hard to see because there's not like the three of them on the screen together. But in between Wade and George. George. Casey likes George. I liked Wade. The bad boy. Wade, Zoe, and George. Yes. Okay, we have one chicken left, guys, so we can do it. We can get through it, guys. Just psyching myself up for this one. Because I'm getting tired, I'm flagging, I'm feeling it, and we haven't even started on the painting yet. Alright, we gotta give him a little, I think, okay, so far, Faber-Castell, white, not very strong. I put it in the back in the box. George can decide between Lemon and Zoe. Oh, Lemon is such a cool name. Who names that kid Lemon? I love it. Do you paint the background? What do you mean? Do you mean like the shapes? I used a marker. I used this marker. Not this one, but I used brush pens. Oh, guys, I want to talk to you about Jackson's art tonight. About Jackson's. I actually had it on my list of things to chat to you about. So I was looking on Jackson's. I've been meaning to look on Jackson's for a while to get some replacements. So I wanted to get some more brush pens because I love brush pens. And I find a lot of these brush pens to be quite muted. Like, I can't find a good red. This is the red that I have. But if I'll just put it on the back page. Oh, actually, you can see all of I did swatches of my brush pens. Oh, that's handy. So, like, I did swatches of all my brush pens. And there's not, like, a proper red. Like, this is orange. This red is, like, a brown. And I was looking on Jackson's art to see if they have like bright red or like bright blue. Like this is pretty bright, but I don't know. There's no reds, right? And I just really wanted a bright red. I couldn't see any. They all seem really muted. But anyway, that's not what I wanted to chat with you about. So I went on Jackson's art. I need to also get some more pencils because as you've seen, I need some replacements. And while I was on there, I did see Roman Smoltz, Katie. I've never heard of them before. Are they a watercolor? But while I was at Jackson's, they had this new watercolor called Lutea or Lutea, Lutea. Should we just go to it now? Jackson's art. So, oh my god, they got a Royal Talent sale. That wasn't there this afternoon when I looked. Okay, I'm popping on there tonight, guys. I'm popping on there tonight. They have a Royal Talents sale. Oh, that's amazing because Ecolines are Royal Talents. Okay, I'm so excited. Anyway, I was looking at these. New arrival. Lutea Extra Fine Lake Pigments. They have pigments, but I was looking at the watercolors, right? They have the watercolors. We go here. Okay, these watercolors. Extra Fine Natural Watercolor Paint. They looked so gorgeous, so I looked at them. They're all made from plants. Like, they're 100% plant-based apart from one color that uses bug parts. This one here, this carmine. And they look so nice, like so muted. They're £19 to £22 a tube. Isn't that crazy? Let's see how much they are. Look at this, £24 for a tube. £21. I don't think anyone can justify that price. I'm sorry. Is that a UK site? It is, Emma. But they can order all around the world. Hey Liz. Oh, bye Liz. Liz is feeding the pets, no probs. Do you have the number 337? It looks very red. I don't think I have it. No, I don't have it. 337. But don't you worry, Casey. I'm going to be on that site after. Wait, Artie, is that good? Is 9mm good? This is 20mm. Okay, 9mm is tiny. 9mm is like tiny. It's like the size of like a Daniel Smith's watercolor, which is like this small, right? It's tiny, crazy. Am I right, Artie? That is tiny, isn't it? Anyway, I may buy a couple. They look so nice. I don't need paints. I may just treat myself like for my birthday. I may wait until June and treat myself for my birthday. Because I don't need more art supplies. But basically, another thing is I only try to buy like vegan materials, and I'm not perfect at all. I make a lot of mistakes and people point that out to me. No one's perfect, but I try. Okay, so I went on their website, Jackson's Art, and you have to be careful because if you guys want to do the same, you have to be careful because Jackson's, they have this filter where you can filter like to say if it's vegan or not. And they've done this with so many materials that I have wanted to buy. They've said it's not vegan. And then I have known that it is, like that some of them are. So I have to do my own research. You have to email the company or you go to their website and you try and find the detail. And half the time it's like they are, or in like Holbein gouache, some of the pigments aren't, right? And you just don't get those if you don't want to. But Jackson's, I don't know who's running their filter system, is very lazy because they said that those paints, all of those paints, they weren't vegan. And so I googled the paints and I said, are they vegan? And the first thing that came up was an article about them being plant-based on the Jackson's website. And so I was like, you literally have an article announcing these paints saying they're plant-based, and then when you put it on the tag, like if you were just to go and trust the filter, it would say you can't buy them. But then if you look further, you find out that all of them are, apart from one, which uses bug parts, right? They're just lazy. So I just wanted to vent to you guys about that. If anyone here works at Jackson's, like I love you guys. I have spent a lot of money with you. But, you know, just do some research, guys. It's not hard. I did it in like 5 minutes. Come on. Right, my rant. That's my rant over. You guys are like, we came here for fun, April, not to hear rants. Sorry. Yeah, because one has bugs. The Carmine one has bugs in it, Artie. But, like, you think they would just say, like they would filter. You know how they say you can buy all the pigments separately, like just put a filter on that one. Like, come on. But yeah, they've done that with a few things, like the flashy paints, Artie, remember? I wanted to buy those, but Jackson's was like, nah, they're not vegan. I emailed Flashy and they were like, yeah, they are. So this is my disappointed face. I don't even know what my face looked like then. I don't want to look. If there's a replay, I don't want to see. My face looked weird in my head just then. Sounds like our prices here for normal paints. Wow. Wait, where are you from again, Bunny? You from US or Australia? I feel like Australia. I don't need any more art supplies. I just swatched all of my watercolors for my last YouTube video and realized I have way too many colors. Yeah, I don't need any art supplies either. I mean, I need replacements of things, and I do want to get some more Ecoline brush pens just because I have been using them a lot. And Ecoline brush pens, you can refill them, which I love. So at least it's that, you know. But yeah, I forgot what I was saying. Australia. I thought you weren't from Australia. They should send you freebies. They should send me freebies. Do you want to get on that, Emma? You not send them an email. Just ask them for me. That'd be great. Thanks. I think if you do blogs for them, you get freebies. I know Sarah Dye does blogs for Jackson's. I'm pretty sure she gets freebies. Martin, I was complaining to Martin about it too earlier, and he said, why don't you just tell them? I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Like, letting them know. And I was like, no. I don't want to sound like I'm complaining. I don't want to be blacklisted from Jackson's. Can you imagine? God, that'd be a fate worse than death. I see so many YouTubers sent lots of things. Yeah? From where? Put me on that list. I think YouTubers get sent stuff from companies that want to promote their stuff, but like a place like Jackson's don't need to promote stuff. Because if you live in the UK and you're an artist, like I would say 80% of your time you'd probably go to Jackson's to get stuff. Unless you're fancy, you can go to Choose and Keepin'. I'm not fancy. I think that we've almost finished this lovely chicken. What do you guys think? And I'm ready to draw my painting now because I'm getting kind of tired. The only problem is we have to wait for the paint to dry, which is always annoying. So these chickens are called Polish chickens. Does anyone know if they're from Poland or if they're just called that for some reason? It'll be cheaper if I flew overseas, brought heaps of art supplies, maybe. Jackson's though, you can try them because I know Katie buys from them all the time, and Katie lives in the USA, and I think shipping's pretty good, right, Katie? Okay, so let's do the painting. I think I'm gonna go for this guy. He's my favorite so far. What do you guys think? I want to visit Choose and Keepin'. I'm sure you can. It's not hard to get to. It's literally in the centre of London. Brands get away with sending free stuff, but it's really free marketing for them when we make videos. Very true. I vowed to not do any free stuff again after I did that Rembrandt pastel one, and they were very like not demanding. They weren't like do this, but they did keep messaging me like, oh, asking me like, when is it going to be up? Can I tag them when it's up? Can I use this? Can I use that? And I was like, you've already told me. I'm really busy. And I didn't realize it was going to come so soon. So Rembrandt sent me these pastels, like 48 pastels. And at the time I was really, like I love oil pastels, but at the time I was really into oil pastels. And I was like, yeah, I'll give it a go. So I said, yeah, sure, you can send me them. And I'll give them a go. And then they sent me them. I didn't realize how fast they would come. It was literally after we had moved into this house. So we were so busy. Stuff was everywhere. Nothing was unpacked. And then they just kept messaging me. So I finally did it. I think I didn't even do, I did a video on YouTube, just like an unboxing. And I was not mean about them. If anyone's seen the video, I wasn't mean. But like, I was honest. I didn't like them. They were oily. They didn't blend well. They were like very poor quality. I didn't like them. And then I felt really bad. I don't want to say bad things about a product. I just wouldn't say it. But I'm not going to lie about it either. And then because they kept messaging me, I couldn't say, oh, I used them, I didn't like them. Like, I just put it on YouTube. And then they were like, sorry you feel that way. It's not your fault. I've been using Neo pastels. Like, I've been using really good pastels, and then I went to using them. So it was just like a bit of a shock of the system. And then afterwards, I was like, I'm not going to do any stuff like that ever, like, again, because I don't have time for it. And even if it's free, like, it makes you panic that you have to do something for them, like, right away. And then if you don't like it, you have to kind of, like, either lie or you're honest and feel bad. So I just don't want to do those again. Free stuff. I've had a couple of messages on my Instagram the last couple of weeks, and I just said I don't have time for it. But in actuality, I just don't want to do it. Which I think saying I don't have time for it either, but I think that's kind of nicer than saying I don't want to do it. I have two pints of water. I didn't have to go anywhere tonight. Let's pop that in there. And this is my mug that I actually got from a last job that I had. Can you see that? Old Moot Cider. I stole this. I stole it from the pub I worked at years ago. Take that, pub. Okay, let's draw this chicken. We're gonna do this one here. I think it's so cute. Jackson shipping is good. Yeah, I don't know how they would be to Australia. I can imagine to Australia anything would be expensive. You guys live in the middle of nowhere. And that's from someone who lived in New Zealand, so I can say that. I'm allowed. This guy, oh, he's so gorgeous. He's a golden laced bearded Polish chicken. Nice. And do you guys just love reading the comments on Pinterest sometimes? Pretty, so beautiful. Okay, I thought it'd be something more interesting than that. Alright, cool. Let's do this. This is always the nerve-wracking part, because I really always like my doodle, but then when I go to put it on paper, sometimes it doesn't turn out very, like, it doesn't turn out how I would like it. I think this one's going to be fine. You know what? I was thinking, I don't even think we need to sketch for this one. I think we just do the paint. I don't think we even need to sketch it, right? Let's just go straight in with paint. Let's just be spontaneous. So this is the paint we're going to use. These are the colours. This is the paint. I also would like to see if I can get replacements of these little tabs here too, because this one here has basically gone. It's just dirty now. And then the white's all gone. Some of the pinks are kind of going. So it would be nice to get replacements. I don't know how I'd get them though. Oh, I kind of feel like I do need to do a sketch. I don't feel that reckless tonight. Like, I feel reckless, but not like that reckless. Okay. But I'll just do like a really rough one. Just kind of like literally almost like that. I want to keep room for the legs. I know you guys can't see this, but I can see it, so don't worry. I love this guy. He looks like he's wearing legs, like, not legs. He looks like he's wearing, I don't know, like bloomers. Okay, let's make sure we have the right glass. Oh, I'm losing my mind tonight. I can't talk. Where is my pen brush, my paintbrush? Paintbrush? Reveal yourself. I know you're here. I used you last night. Hello? My desk is a mess. If you think my desk is a mess, you don't even want to see the floor. It's such a mess back there. Oh, here it is. I put it away. I don't normally put things away, so I was very surprised it was in my jar. There's so many varieties of Polish chickens or chickens. Okay, so these are the colours. I think we're going to keep it like quite bluish. This colour. Maybe even throw in some of this green. I don't know. Feeling spicy. Why not? Pantaloons. Yes, maybe. I like that word, pantaloons. Blue stripy stockings. Super cute. Yeah, definitely got to give him some stripy stockings. Okay, I'm actually going to try and do some of this tan colour with the paint. I think that'd be nice. My studio needs a major deep clean. Is it messy, Katie? Have you been hard at work though? You've been like rushing around, like working hard? I don't want it to like get muddy, but I can't tell if I want to like blend the paint in. I don't think I do. We're gonna go out this weekend to look for birds because I've just noticed I've got like paint everywhere. Oh, I always do this. I splash it, drip it, drop it, knock it, flip it, flop it. I'm so messy, guys. I don't know how I survive, honestly. I don't know how I've made it to the ripe old age of 26, honestly. Let's get this disgusting, filthy tissue that I've been using for about 7 weeks. Just gonna kind of dab these off. I'm not really worried about them. You know what? I'll just use it as the outline of like the shape that I put around it. I think that'll be fine. So I want to use number 67. It's really handy having the colours here because some of these colours, when they're dark, they all look the same. I'm also not worried about the shape of the head either, because I'll just do the feathers outside of it. You see here how it's just kind of like whatever. So I'm just keeping it kind of breezy, easy breezy. Yeah, this is what I meant. I didn't quite understand what I'm going to do with the paint here. I don't really know what I was thinking when I did that. Should have just kept it all blue. I'm also 26 and clumsy. I think we just trip through life. I'm not really 26, Vivian. I'm glad that I got you though. I'm glad that someone believed me. I was just joking. But even though I am older, I still feel like I'm tripping through life. Doesn't get any easier, I don't think. Although, my sister, who's 10 years younger than me, has to do her taxes today. And she phoned me up to ask me how to fill in the form. Because she kept putting the number in wrong and I kept telling her she had an error. So at least I'm helpful for... I mean, I couldn't help her. I told her I didn't know how to do it. But at least she thought I was helpful. The wisdom of old age. But not really, because I had no idea what I was doing. Right. I think we'll go just that far. And I kind of want to, like, see if I can blend it in just at the edge here, like a tiny bit. So if I take some of this tan colour, just so it's not like a harsh line, and then we'll just let it do its thing. It'll just do its thing. I think that's good. I don't think I want to do any more than that, you know, just keep it like super simple and then use most of the pencil for like the work. I think that'll be nice. I'm just gonna put a little bit of like red here, just because I don't know, like it, I guess. And then we can let that dry. I feel like no matter how old I get, I will never know what I'm doing. I think literally that is it, right, Katie? Like, that is life. I feel like when my mom was my age, she had like 3 kids. I was trying to think how many siblings I had then. She had 3 kids, and she was working a full-time job, and she owned a house, and she was married, and she, you know, like all this stuff. And I'm like just happy to crochet and play video games at the weekend, you know? And that's hard. Like, that's hard. I don't understand how I think, like, did my mom, she felt like when I was younger that she had everything together, like she knew what she was doing, but I don't think she did. I don't think our parents knew what they were doing. I just think because we were kids, we just thought they must know what they were doing. But the older I get, the more I think no one is ever gonna know what they're doing. It's actually really comforting to think that. Alright, I'm going to try and do the shape so I get rid of all... I don't know if you can see all these smudges. I'll zoom in so you can see. But I have so many smudges on the page. I'm going to try and, like, draw around them. So, if I go through here, like this. Just going to basically cheat my way through tonight. And I got one down here, which is actually really annoying. It's kind of close to the page, but that's fine. We'll write about that later. I'm going to wait for this to dry. And I can't blow dry it, otherwise it'll go everywhere. So while we're waiting for that to dry, let's do another page of sketches. We can do some for in another couple of days, yeah? I don't know if I'll finish this one tonight, to be honest. I mean, I would like to, but it's already 9. And I still have to wait for it to dry and then do the pencil and then do the background. So instead, maybe we can just do another page of sketches and then I'll finish it tomorrow morning. What do you think? Or do you want me to finish it now? And if you do, I will just blow dry it really quickly. I gotta see what bird we're up to. Okay. No opera on this one? What do you mean, Katie? It hit me hard this week that my youngest daughter will be 22 in April. It's a good age though. Spot on, we're all just winging it, no matter how old you are. I wish I knew that years ago. Well, you learnt it now at the young old age of, I don't know how old you are, but 29. Who said they were 26? Vivian said they're 26. Guys, what do you think I should do about this? Should I try and dry this so we can do it now? Because it would be nice to get a chicken finished on the stream. Maybe I can just soak up some of this paint with a dry brush. Opera Rose. Did I use Opera Rose last week? It's a good colour, Opera Rose. One of my favourites, actually. I'm just soaking some of the paint up so I can use the hairdryer on it and it won't blow off. Because it would be nice to finish on stream. I don't really want to do another sketching session. Yeah, dry it. Alright, Lauren, I'm doing it. Maybe. I wish I was 29. I don't know what age I would be if I would change my age. Maybe just only a couple years younger. Just to have a... I like where I am in life. Like, I like mentally, like... how grown up wise, experience wise, but I guess it's always nice to to gain a couple of years, you know. I wouldn't want to go right back though. I wouldn't want to like be a teenager or be in my early 20s. I think probably just maybe 3 years younger than I am now. Maybe like 5 years younger than I am now. I think that'd be perfect. Like early 30s would be nice. Okay, I'm gonna go dry this real quick. So I'll literally be like maybe a minute. So go grab yourself a drink. And meet me back here in a couple of minutes. We're back. You normally have a pop of it somewhere. Yeah, maybe. I know what you mean. I've been using this one here, Katie. I need to get another one. I'll probably put that on my list of replacements when I get some. But what I have been using is these highlighter pencils, which are lovely. This one's the pink one. I'll pop a little bit on this chicken so you can see. They're like really bright. I used it yesterday on this one. Can you guys see here? This is like the orange or the red one. This one here. They're Koh-i-Noor dry markers. They're really cool. They're really cool. I was going to try and come up with a pun, but that didn't work. Okay, now we have to do the chicken. Budge everything over so we can draw him. And we can just literally use the pencils that we've been sketching with, so that's fun. So these guys, I'm gonna. The only problem is my black is so small now. Is it black or is it dark indigo? They're kind of interchangeable. They're basically the same color. Cute kitty graphic. Thanks. That's my cat Digby. Not my cat. I don't own a cat, but he's my character. My cat character. And I actually want to. I need to do the ending soon, because the ending soon one isn't animated. I need to animate that one. But the be right back one is animated, and the other one, the stream starting soon, I think is also animated. I also, on my to-do list, if anyone's seen a YouTube video by me in the last year and a half, I have been using my old avatar from like 2020, 2021. I haven't changed it yet. I need to change it. I keep putting it off. Oh, here we go. So these are all the pencils I'm going to use. I'm just going to sharpen this one. Okay. And I'm basically just going to look at this dude and see if we can kind of copy him, because I really like how he turned out. I think he's so cute. Do I need to zoom? I won't zoom yet. I'll zoom in a minute maybe. So start with the nose. And I'm basically copying the sketch. Like, I'm not even looking at the photo. Sometimes I look at the photo, but today I just really love the sketch. Oh, when I sharpen it too much and it breaks. I think the reason I like this one is because he has eyeballs. Like, chickens don't have eyeballs. I mean, they have eyeballs, but, you know, they don't have, like, eye whites. I think he's so cute. I've been creating animations for live streams for clients and loving it. I've done 3 different ones so far. What have you been using, Katie? So you can probably, I don't know if you can see, but This one was marker, so it's a lot lighter. This one I mixed black paint in, so it's a lot darker. So here I went through and I did black for the feathers, but because this one's dark, I think I'm actually going to go through and do this green for the feathers, and kind of like reverse it. Reverse Uno it. I think is that what they call it? I don't think they call it that, but you guys know what I mean. What kind of paints are you using? These paints are the Gansai Tambi, Kurotake Gansai Tambi Japanese watercolor. I'll write down in the chat because it's a bit of a mouthful. It's Japanese watercolor, but also I think sometimes it's called gouache. Like that. Okay, what we doing? Chickens. We're making chickens. Is anyone doing like Birbfest? I know a couple of you are, but is anyone doing it till the end of the month? Like, have you been doing all of the birds, or like how are you enjoying it? Are you finding it fun? Are you finding it challenging? I'm not gonna lie, guys, I'm getting a bit burbed out. I'm looking forward to drawing something different. I'm getting a bit tired of burbs. I'll never get tired of burbs. Like, I love drawing burbs, but it's just the dailiness of it, you know, that's been quite challenging for me. Also with like hosting it too, it's super fun, but also it's like quite a lot to share every day and share on our second, like the challenge Instagram. But yeah, I'm so happy everyone has had such an amazing response this year, and I'm so happy that people are enjoying it. Next year though, I'm going to learn my lesson. I'm not going to plan anything in the month of January, like art related or challenge related, because it's a bit much. I'm working with Procreate Dreams and then bringing them into Canva to make them overlays, because I really need to get better at Adobe Premiere Pro. That's awesome. Oh, create overlays for OBS. Nice. Yeah, that's kind of what I did. I did mine in... Oh, actually, I did all of mine in After Effects. What am I talking about? I was going to be like, oh yeah, I did the same. But no, I did all of mine in After Effects. Drew them in Procreate, and then I cut them up as like layers. So like, I won't go on it again. I can't be bothered to like switch back. But like, for example, the tail, I have it swinging, and then I just animated it in After Effects using a couple of different like things like the Pupper tool. But yeah, I would love to do something in Procreate Dreams for the next one that I do. I love Birbfest, but I've been getting in behind recently since I've been so busy. Lauren, it's so easy to do. I'm behind myself. Like this, I haven't even posted yesterday's bird yet. What was yesterday's bird? Have I even done yesterday's? No, I have posted yesterday's bird. No, this is today's bird. Okay, I panicked then. I was like, wait, what? I posted yesterday's bird today, and I'm going to post this bird tomorrow, and then I'm going to do tomorrow's bird tomorrow. But yeah, I'm behind too, Lauren, and I've been behind like 3 or 4 times already in this challenge, so don't even worry about it. And also you can pop back like throughout the year. That's what some people did last year, which was really nice. I really need to learn After Effects. After Effects is nice. It's fun. I really like After Effects. I mean, I use it every day for work, so I'm kind of biased. It is a learning curve, just because the program itself, if you're not used to like how it works, it can be a little bit daunting. But once you know the basics, it's actually quite simple. It's not like 3D, for example, which I've also done, like 3D animation. I'm just looking, like I haven't really drawn this chicken how he is in the photo, but I don't mind. I don't care. I like how I drawn him. But yeah, After Effects is really fun. I really like it. I use Premiere Pro for editing, like my YouTube videos, and also sometimes we use it at work. But I would say 90% of the stuff I do at work is with After Effects. I was in After Effects all day today. And yes, all this week basically. I've been making animations, videos at work. But it's funny, like when I have to do it myself, even if it's in Dreams, which I really want to use, I want to learn how to use properly, I put it off. Because it almost feels like work when you do it, like when you've done it every day, you know, for years at work. It does feel like work. Even though it's not, we don't do hand-drawn animation at work much. Love doing Birbfest, love seeing everyone's work too. Me too, that's the best part. I've so many cool artists that I found this month. I want to do another Birbfest YouTube video. I think I said this last week or the week before, where I did it last year and it was really fun, where I do like my favorite artists that I found that month. So I've got like a short list. I need to pare it down, and then I'm gonna message people and ask them if I can use them in my video. That was really fun last year. Because I haven't filmed any of this for a video. Like, I'm not going to do a Birbfest video or anything. So that's like my video for the challenge, basically. Next year, though, I think if I get my act together, it would be fun to do like a Birbfest video before the challenge starts. Kind of like what, I don't know if you guys, I mean, I'm sure a lot of you do follow Peach, Fairy Little Peach. I was going to say Peachtober then, Fairy Little Peach. But she did a video right before Peachtober, like the last 2 years in a row, where she's just basically spoken about the challenge and tips for it and stuff, and I thought that was really helpful. So it'd be fun to do something like that, I think. What do you guys think of this bird so far? Do you like it? It doesn't, like, I always love the sketches more. Like, I'm in love with the sketch. This one here, I'm not, whatever, it's fine. But this, I don't know, I always find like I get a bit tight when I do the paintings. I'm trying to keep them loosey-goosey, or loosey-chickeny in this case, but it's hard. I don't do frame by frame, I use the production mode. It's so much quicker, but it does feel like cheating. That's pretty much After Effects, Katie, if you do it like that. Like, I've seen the production mode in Dreams, and it's very similar to After Effects, but obviously After Effects is industry like standard for that kind of stuff, so it has a lot more tools that you'll have to learn to use, like different ways that you'll have to do stuff. But if you can get your head around just like that, I mean, you'll be fine with After Effects, I think. My friend has a Polish chicken named Dolly. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. Rosalie! I thought you were my sister for a second, but you're not. Rosalie, does anyone else call you any other names apart from Rosalie? And do you say Rosalie or do you say Rosalie? I don't think it's pronounced, like, I don't know if it can be pronounced Rosalie, but there's someone at work, she's Italian, and her name's Rosalia, and she says that in Italy, in Italy, people say Rosalia instead of Rosalia. But yeah, my sister's called Rosalie, and she goes by Rose now with her friends. I just call her Rosie because I called her that since she was born. Sometimes I call her Rosalie when I'm annoyed with her. I can't wait to stop collaging and get back to painting and drawing again. You can take a break from, you don't have to, like, it, obviously, if you're enjoying it, keep doing it if you want it to be a series. But you don't have to do collage for the whole thing. I have been really enjoying your collages, though. I love the colours a lot. The yellow also with the dark colours together. Thanks, Seta. Seta, am I pronouncing your name right? Seta? And seta is mushroom in Spanish. right? I don't know if that is the meaning of your name, but I just wanted to show everyone how multicultural I am. Yes, it is. Yes, I need that. Guys, I've traveled. I know things. Okay, I think I like this chicken though, actually. I kind of want to do some really light blues, maybe just like some little dots here, just to kind of punch it out a bit, and maybe up here, I don't know. Yeah, that's cool. I like that. I like that, guys. What do you think? I think I'm kind of done, actually. I don't want to do any more than that. It's pronounced Rosalie. Yeah, my sister as well. Hate shortening a name, but people still do it. Yeah. Well, I'll call you Rosalie. So don't worry, you don't have to hate me. You spelt it right, but the name is actually an Armenian name. And in Armenian, it doesn't seem to mean something, so I go with the Italian meaning, silk. Oh, very nice. I like that. It's a very cool name. Okay, let's do the legs. We're just gonna do big old chicken legs. Okay, should we give our chicken a name? What does he look like? A very regal name, I think. I love watching you create, so effortless and relaxing. Thank you. I don't know quite how effortless it is, but I'm glad it comes across that way. I always feel weird when I give them big old legs like this. Like, they need arms. Like, I know that birds have wings, but I feel like sometimes they just need arms as well. Like, they're just bird people. Like, they need arms, but they don't have arms. And it just really freaks me out. Let's put some stripes on this little dude. And then I'm pretty sure we can do the background, which I'm not sure what colour we're going to do. I'm hoping you guys can help me. Ta-da! I like him a lot. What do you guys think? I may just put some... like, just colour these feathers in a little bit. It's just so there's not like so white. Perfect. Egon. Egon. That's an interesting name. Oh, Charles the Chicken. Yes, I love it. Okay, he is now Charles the Chicken. Thanks, Doreen. Rupert, also a lovely name. Charles the Chicken. Okay, what background shall Charles have? I'm thinking, these are my thoughts, orange, because, and hear me out, because the tail. I don't know, do you think maybe an orange could like make the whole thing pop? But I don't want his tail to get lost in the orange. Orange, okay. Rosalie says orange. Liz says, I'm back! Hi Liz, how are the pets? I hope they were well. Okay, so we have orange, possibly off, maybe like an off. We got ivory white again. I don't want to do ivory white this time. Also, I was thinking he has like this purple in his face, so maybe a purple. But then I was like, maybe purple's too close to blue. I think we're not going to do purple. Then I was thinking, what's the opposite of blue? It's orange again. Then I was thinking, what's the tridactic of orange and blue? Green, you're right? We're getting like sciencey now. So we have like a mint green. We have this pale lime, which I haven't used yet. Actually, it could be kind of nice. Oh, Liz says opera rose. No, Liz. I mean, I'll put it there for you, but I'm not going to use it. Oh, Karen says red. Red could be very interesting. I don't think I have a red that I really like, though. Do it, do it, do it. What about mint or pink? Pink could be nice. Pink could be very nice, like magenta. Or pale pink. Alright, this is the shortlist, guys. Pale lime should be good. Okay, this is what I like. Pale lime. Pink, I think I'll wash them out. So we got bright pink. Lilac, I don't think I like purple. We have orange, or we have opera rose, which actually I don't even know if I have enough in this tube. And I don't want to do opera rose. Or mint. I'm sorry, Liz. I can't do it. I don't want to do opera rose. I'll tell you why. It's because I can't scan it in. Like, it doesn't scan. And I want to scan all these and then make them misprints. I think that's it. Okay, another one. Neon luminous yellow. Neon yellow. No, I'm joking. Or, oh, guys, should we go... This also won't scan. But should we just go crazy and do gold? Don't you think that would be fun? Mixed red with orange. I don't really want to do orange, I don't think. I think I'm actually going to take orange off the table. I think it's going to be green or pink. And actually, I say no to pink. And then it's going to be lime green or it's going to be pale mint. And actually, I'm thinking lime. And then Artie says gold. Oh, gold would be so cool, though. I think I'm going to have to do gold. It's not gonna scan at all. It is going to be awful for the prints. But... Ash yellow, good call. We got olive. I do have ash yellow in here somewhere. Just gotta find it. Maybe it's over here. I have more paints on the side, and I have another one up there. I can't find ash yellow. That's really annoying. I know I have it though. Oh, here it is. Ochre instead of gold. I do have ochre as well. Yellow ochre. Okay, I don't want to do yellow ochre. It's too close to the... Okay, so this is what I'm thinking. Ash yellow that goes with the pencils. Or we go crazy and we do gold. I'm thinking gold. Guys, gold? What do you think? You can recolor it in Photoshop. Yeah, you're right. I can. Gold. We're doing it. Artie says gold. I have to listen to her. Karen says gold. Like, you guys, you know, yep, everyone says gold. Okay, I hope this turns out well. I haven't done a big bit of gold with paint before. Let's just take a photo of it so I can do it before and after, just in case it goes terribly. Alright. Let's do... Can you hear Martin coughing in the next room? I don't know if you can. He's been coughing on and off for like 4 days since we had our holiday. Gold is a brave and exciting move. Yes. Thank you. You guys' encouragement is all I need right now. And even if you didn't encourage me, once I had this idea, I knew I couldn't not do it. I just saw Instagram. I asked Mason. Oh, thanks, Emma. Okay, Artie's going to be back. Artie, make sure you come back for the gold. Here we go. I might have to do a couple of coats because I don't know how thick this is going to be. It's quite thin. So we might have to do a couple of coats. I'm inspired by your style. Thank you. That's very kind of you. Okay, I'm instantly regretting this decision. It's not too late. We can take it back and not do it. What do you guys think? Oh, look how shiny it is though. Let's just do it. Let's just do it. Well, I might have to do 2 coats. I think I've said that like 7 times now. Okay. And use this entire tube up on this one painting. This one is like very thin. It's very shiny, but it's very like opaque. Not opaque, the opposite one of opaque. translucent. So I was leaving like all of these marks, which I'm not a big fan of. Gold leaf. I don't have gold leaf. I used to do a lot of gold leaf when I was in high school. We had to study a couple of artists. You could choose like what artist to study. I can't remember the artist now who I studied, but I remember that he used a lot of gold leaf. Sorry, I was being quite concentrating. Klimt. It wasn't Klimt, no. It was a New Zealand artist. I do like gold. I do like Gustav Klimt though. He's one of my favourites. I don't know if you can see the shelf behind me. You can. If I put the thing up, can you guys see right above my finger there is like a tiny little canvas. I used to do this series on YouTube like years ago called Mini Masterpieces. Usually mustard base and golden top gives good coverage. Alright, Artie. Can you please get in your time machine, go back in time and tell me 10 minutes ago? That'd be great. Thanks. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I did this thing called Mini Masterpieces on YouTube, and Gustav Klimt, I did The Kiss as a mini masterpiece, and I really loved that series. I did like one once a month for only 3 months, and then I kind of got out of it, but I still have heaps and heaps of mini canvases, and I keep meaning to get back into it. As I studied an artist, and I did like a little spread about them in my sketchbook, and then I painted a canvas like with one of their little paintings. It was really fun. Guys, I'm not sure about this gold. Like, I'm loving it, but at the same time, it seems like a lot of effort. No, I don't know who the artist was. It wasn't that though. It wasn't that person. It may not even have been an artist. It may have just been me using gold paint and then remembering it as studying an artist, when really I just wanted to use gold paint. Sometimes I get my school years kind of mixed up with stuff just because it was so long ago. I've been getting a few messages on Instagram of people telling me like, oh, there's a really cool challenge in February, like an art challenge, and guys, after this I can't do another challenge. I think it won't be another challenge now until September. Probably, I don't know, I'm saying that. I always say that though. Do you guys like challenges? I always say I'm not gonna do any challenges this year. I'm just gonna focus on painting, or I'm gonna focus on storytelling, and then like 3 months later, oh, another challenge. I just love a challenge. I'm sure it's because I just had banana pancakes. Oh, I love banana pancakes, but all I can see now is the gold being egg. It's not egg yolk. Look, if I do this, it's so shiny. It is. I don't understand it though. Did you have like an egg on top of the pancake? Did you have pancakes for dinner, Liz? Because that's badass. It's like breakfast for dinner. It's literally the best thing you can do as an adult. Sorry, I'm just concentrating. I had my meal prep for dinner. So you meal prep pancakes to have for breakfast. but then you had them for dinner instead, and now you need to meal prep something because you've eaten your pancakes. I was craving them, so I made them. That's funny. I had a Thai green curry for dinner. And I've got leftovers for lunch. Oh yeah. Okay, I think we may have to do like one more layer, but we don't have to go crazy about it, you know. We have to get this first layer quite nice, and then the second layer can just be quite fast. I think that'll be fine. I made pasta for meal prep. I'm confused now. Love breakfast for dinner. Me too. I've been eating overnight oats lately. I've been meal prepping. Well, I guess you don't really meal prep them. You just kind of shove them in the fridge for the next morning. But it's very, very convenient. And I love overnight oats. I haven't eaten them for a while because I got into like making proper oatmeal in my Instant Pot. Just because it's so easy, and because it was like, I was actually in a smoothie phase in spring and summer. I had smoothies probably every day for like probably 4 months, I'd say. And then I just didn't feel like it anymore. It just hit me one day, like it's too cold for smoothies. So I started making oatmeal, but then I just got really busy this month, and I was finding I just wasn't making it, and I was just eating like toast or, you know, whatever was around, and I wanted something a little bit more nutritious. So I started making overnight oats, and I forgot how good they are. I haven't had them for ages. They're so nice too. Like, they're so nice just to have, like, convenient. So yeah, I need to make some of that before I go to bed. But normally I try and do dinner. I try and do like, so we can have dinner for lunch the next day, or we can have dinner for dinner the next day, but like different. So if you make like one part of the meal, maybe one night you have it with potatoes and the next night you have it with rice or something. So it's like a little bit different. And then I try and meal prep breakfast too. And then lunches is kind of meal prep from dinner the night before. That's what I try and do. Like, rather than do you know how some people do like the entire week? I find that not the best. I don't like doing that. How about you, Liz? What was your meal prepping routine? Katie, who's going? Are you going, Katie? Has Katie gone? Katie just says, see you later. Bye, Katie. Are you going? Are you gone? 2 days ago, I made a ton of pasta sauce and a ton of pasta. But then I wanted pancakes, so I made them. So you had pancakes for dessert. I made too much pasta sauce. You can freeze it though. You know what I've also done in the past when I've made too much pasta sauce? You can like water it down and you can just make it into tomato soup. I've done that before. It's good. Oh, it's only our second week meal prepping. Oh, cool. You enjoying it? I like meal prepping, but I don't like, I guess I would call it like, I heard this thing, it's like cook once, eat twice. So rather than meal prep, it's like every time you do a meal, you just make enough for leftovers. So like if I made like bolognese, like I'd make double bolognese, and then I could have that with like a jacket one day, or I could have it with pasta the next day or something. So you still feel like you're kind of eating a different meal, because I find that with meal prepping, if you make all the same, that you just get bored, like you don't want to eat it. Also, some stuff doesn't last well in the fridge, I found. So yeah, now I try and just like make extras of everything. Every time I make something, just make extras. But just be careful not to eat both those extras in one night, because then you've eaten 2 meals, which I've done before. Okay, I'm trying to figure out like where this line would go, because I think I've done it off a little bit. What do you guys think about the gold, by the way? I'm not like a huge fan, honestly. I think it's too light. I kind of feel like it needed a darker color, but I'm not changing it now. I've done it now. So it's done. Like there's no going back, you know. I have in the past, I think last year, only once did I go over the paint because I really didn't like the color. But I haven't done it this year. A couple of times I've picked a color that I really didn't like, but I've just kept it because I don't have time for that. And like, I think it was Artie who said I can just change it in Photoshop anyway. So unless someone's buying the original, which you're welcome to do, unless you're buying the original, like it doesn't matter because I can change it. Artie, yes, there will be gold between the legs. I haven't forgotten, don't worry. I'm just trying to fix up the top bits. And then I'm probably going to go back and do another layer, like just a rough layer. It looks like satin. Like satin, does it? What are you guys doing after this? I'm going to go crochet. I'm so excited. I've almost finished all the squares for my blanket that I'm doing for this room, for that couch over there. You can't see it, but there's a couch over there. And I've almost finished, guys. I had to do 99 squares. And I've almost finished sewing the ends in on the last few squares. I think I've got maybe 8 to go. And then once I've sewed in all the ends, I've finished all the squares. And then I need to sew them all together to make the actual blanket, which is going to be quite a lot of work. So I'm going to have a break in between sewing the squares, like finishing the squares and sewing them together. I'm going to have a break and I'm going to finish my hexagon cardigan that I started on my trip last week. Do you guys want to see it? I'm just going to wait for that to dry. It's literally right here. It's such a nice colour. I did this on my Instagram stories, but maybe you didn't see. Let me just put the lid on. Artie's going to bed. After this, Artie, yeah, I'm almost finished. Don't stay up another 10 minutes. I have a lot of my grandma's crocheted linens. That's so cool. So this is what it looks like. I've only started it. These colours, aren't these colours pretty? It's like autumn. I'm like 3 months too late. But this is one, and then I've got the other one in here. It's like the start of hexagons. But I need to figure out how big to make them, and then how to do the sleeves and everything. I'm doing a YouTube tutorial, but the YouTube tutorial isn't probably the right size I need, so I need to figure out how to resize it for myself. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna work on next, like in between my blanket for a break. Should never use a pattern. Wow, she must have been really good. Have to stay up till 10:30 for meds, but we'll chill in bed after this. All right, cool. I've almost finished. I'm literally just gonna go over and do another layer of gold real fast, and then we're done. Oh, just the start of the day? And it's a public holiday. Awesome. Gotta love a public holiday. Alright, let's just go over and kind of make it a little bit thicker. But I'm not gonna go all the way up to the lines. I'm just gonna like kind of go near them. So I've also done this thing this month that I'm very proud of, where I've been scanning in the birds every few days and editing them on Photoshop. Because the last 2 years that I did Birbfest, I wanted to make bird zine, and I want to do a bird zine again this year, and bird stickers and everything. But I wait until after Birbfest, and then I do them all at once, and it's a lot of work. So I thought I was being very clever by scanning all the birds in and editing them, but then I remembered today that I actually need to scan in all my sketchbook pages as well, which is going to be a lot of work. The sketchbook pages, making them look nice is a lot harder than making the the paintings look nice. Just because there's like so much more to clean up. But I really like putting the sketches in the zines. I think it like shows more of the process than just having the painting. When is our next public holiday? I think it's in, I want to say May. Well, we have Easter, but I feel like May. Let me know. Does anyone know? Is anyone? I'm not really good with public holidays, like knowing them. I know we have one in August, and I know we have 2 in May. Normally, I don't know if there's one in March. I can't remember. May. Artie says May. I always trust Artie when she says things. She knows everything. And I know that sounded very sarcastic, but it wasn't. Artie really does know everything. Alright. Almost finished. I don't know how I feel about the gold, guys. I was so excited about the gold, but now I'm just kind of like, it's shiny. Also, I don't know if it's the gold paint or what, but I've really crinkled this paper. Look at that. Do you think I can flatten this? Do you think maybe I could like put it under something heavy and flatten it? I like the gold. Liz likes the gold. Okay. That feels so far away. I know it does. But remember, we still have Easter, which is in April, right? March, April. And also we have every weekend. So like if you think of every weekend as a mini holiday, it really kind of breaks up the year. Let me just do this quickly. Alright, I think that's good. Ta-da! Cool, I think we're done. I just want to fix the eye up. Right, now we're done. It's so shiny. What do you guys think? Do you like the gold? Do you think the gold's too much? I don't know how I feel about it. It's very shiny. It's actually really cool. I wonder what it's going to look like tomorrow in the daylight. If you put it between 2 watercolor paper and spray the back of the artwork, then put something heavy on the sandwich. Oh, Vivian just says sandwich and now I'm hungry. You can flatten it really nicely. Okay, I'll try that. I'll try it. I'll wait for it to be completely dry and I'll wait like a few days. Gold looks amazing. Thanks. There we go, guys. We did it. We did a chicken. A whole chicken. We did several chickens, actually. Should we see what we did? Let's have a look. If you just joined, like, late, we'll show you what we did. So basically we did this whole page of chickens. Of all the chickens, this is my favorite that we did, but I also really love this guy here, actually. This turned out really nice, I think. And this is our chicken with the crazy gold background, which honestly I think you need sunglasses for, but it's pretty cool. I kind of like it. I'm gonna take some photos of this tomorrow morning and pop it on Instagram. And how many more birds do we have, guys? We have hardly any birds left. I'm gonna be out of my sketchbook soon. I've got, oh, that was a secret. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 pages left, and I think I have, let's see how many birds we have left. So we got the chicken. So I've done the goldfinch sketches. I've done the this guy, the Pukeko sketches. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. That's amazing. That's amazing. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4. So by the time I finish Birbfest, I would have finished this entire sketchbook, which is 90% Birbfest. Can you believe that? Like, we start Birbfest here. We started here. That's like that much of the sketchbook. Oh, I need another one of these sketchbooks. They're so good. The Pith sketchbook. So nice. But yeah, that's it, guys. Thanks so much for joining. I'm glad that you like the gold. Thanks for helping me pick it. And have a nice rest of your week. I'm hopefully going to be on YouTube tomorrow with a video. Not me, personally, but like a version of me. will be on YouTube with a video, I think. So keep an eye out for that. If not, I'll be back next week for more live streamings on Thursday. I don't know what we'll do. Oh, we're going to do plants. So I'll see you then. And that's all. So yeah, have a lovely rest of your day or your night. And I will catch you around the internet. Okay, bye.